My business helps people to invest in performance residential property in the 10 to 15 kilometre belt of Brisbane predominantly.
Right, fantastic. And what were you worried? We started talking a long time ago, and obviously there was COVID and a few other things in the way. But before actually signing on the dotted line and pushing the green button, what were you worried about, and what ultimately got you over the line?
I wasn't actually worried. I was pretty convinced that the digital pipeline was the way to go. In my circumstances, I just had to. I had some off-plan sales that I needed the back-end commissions and income to start rolling in to make sure that I've got that revenue and that income stream to make it sustainable and ongoing. There's no point in starting some activity and then going to have a break or stop it at all. So once it's on, I wanted to continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So let's chat about some of the results today. Can you talk us through some of the numbers and I guess, people moving through your funnel?
Yeah, well, I guess we've been going for about 6 weeks now, and there's been a couple hundred leads come in, which is pretty phenomenal, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't say that because you guys will be getting some of my competitors on board. And actually, you know what? We're absolutely hopeless. A couple hundred leads coming in, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I'll tell you the one thing that really impresses me about you guys. You make the first call.
Yes.
I don't like it. I don't like making that first call. Look, I help people who want to be helped. I'm not in the business of trying to pitch someone to listen to me and listen to all that stuff. And so what I like about this model is people that I call are expecting my call. They've answered some questions, so they got some skin in the game. And I know that they at least financially qualify. So when I'm calling them up, it's, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, and we have a real conversation, and that's what I enjoy.
Yeah, that when we started offering that service, it was a bit of a game changer for our clients because it's like sifting for gold Facebook leads, and it's bloody hard work when you're having to do all of that sifting. So yeah, we do the sifting and then we get you the book calls. And I think I'm looking at the numbers, we've had 40 odd book calls, I think 42-ish. I mean, how many of those do you feel, how many of those are progressing through your funnel, and do you have a feel for how many sales you might make from them?
I believe that I'll be sitting on 6 to 8 ultimate sales from that activity in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people that are hesitant so much. It does take some time for the process to work through, but the people that I am talking to, they have the means to do it, and they have the desire to better the future. Yeah.
And I believe you got a few EOIs / contracts signed out there. Like, one of the biggest challenges a lot of people in your space are having at the moment is this supply. So how you juggling, getting contracts and then connecting it with supply so that you're not disappointing clients and you're making the most of this opportunity?
Fortunately, the product that I focus on has had some supply. It is very rapidly drying up. And I may have to broaden my horizons a bit. Not so much in the type of product that I am promoting or supporting, more so just in its geographical location. But yeah, certainly supply is limited, and the biggest challenge that I feel or I find that people face is getting comfortable with the idea that they have to move forward now without them feeling pressure.
Yes.
And in the EOI, I'm using that as the best way to do that because, if we put the EOI in play, provided that it fits our brief and our budget, we put the EOI in play, then we can breathe for a couple days and actually then look at the project and chew it around and things like that. Whereas if you want to hesitate, it's either going to be gone tomorrow or it'll go up 20, 30, 40 grand tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you're doing that really well. And one thing that I noticed you've done was you had an EOI with one client and then you got one from their friend Like, did you do anything there, or was that them telling them, or like, hey, you know, is there
No,
that was
just straight. This is a good thing. So it's actually pretty good endorsement, and nothing to do with me. So it's not an endorsement of my business necessarily, but it's certainly an endorsement of the type of product that we support.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So was there anything, because, you know, when clients come on board, we cover a lot of things in, you know, the sales calls and things like that. But it's not until you actually start to see the leads, start to see the whole system working, start to engage with, you know, your project manager, that you kind of see exactly how it all works. And, you know, there's nothing like doing and seeing, you know, the bits and pieces working to make it click in your head. Is there anything that you didn't really appreciate before you signed up working for us, that once it's, you know, now you've been going for 6 weeks, that you think is of value and maybe something, you know, is worth highlighting to anyone else thinking about moving forward?
Look, again, I come back to that first call being made. As you said, that was a game changer for your business and for your clients, for us, because it allows me to focus on what I do and what I enjoy doing, what I'm good at, and that's actually, you know, helping people to better their position, as opposed to you know, making, you know, just on the phone call on the phone. So it's not me. So that was a real big thing for us. I actually, something happened partway through our process, and as can happen, there's an interruption to the leads being on Facebook. And to be honest, my wife and I were both a bit taken back that you guys actually paused our booking period while we had some downtime. And that you extended, you know, the time. Mostly people would just let it continue on and not worry about it, but you guys actually paused it and then extended that window. So, mate, ups to you guys, I got to say.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that feedback. Yeah, not many people give us positive feedback in those things, and yeah, no, I really appreciate that. So, no, it's definitely a partnership, and I like to do things that I would expect done to me, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, thanks for that. So something else that you've been particularly good at is selling to people from maybe different cultural backgrounds, people not necessarily were born in this country. So talk us through, you know, have you got any tips on that and suggestions? Because it's a piece of feedback I always get on people, you know, people complaining about those types of things, but you're having great success. So yeah, anything to comment on with that?
Yeah, look, some clients, customers, leads, whatever you want to call them, can be more challenging than others. I've been in this business for quite some time. I've run different teams with reps and things like that. And there's always this element that complain about the leads. And I have a low tolerance for anyone that complains about leads, because it's, the thinking behind that is flawed. It assumes that everything I'm doing is right, and therefore they outwardly project to somebody else. Whereas I think people should be a bit, you know, looking at themselves and their processes and whatever, and look at that first, because at the end of the day, these people qualify to purchase. These people have got on the phone and talked to you and answered some pretty personal questions, so they want to do something and purchase. And somebody's going to sell them something. So if it's not you, is it you? You know? And if you're having that much problem with them, then I would suggest that you pack all those leads up, send them back to James, and he'll put them through to me, and I'll thank you very much. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you bang on. These people are motivated, and quite often people who aren't born in this country, especially in the investment space, they've had to come across and they've had to start again. So they're very, very motivated to, you know, build themselves up to get to wherever they were before and potentially set their kids up. So
there's something else I will say as well. Yeah. Get used to it.
And get used to it. It's the world we live in. Yeah.
The demographics of this country are changing, and they're going to change permanently. This isn't a temporary thing. So, you know, if you're not coping and not doing well with that, then you better find a way of doing it, because it is the normal going forward.
Yeah. I saw a stat recently on new house and land sales in the Melbourne Greenfields area, and the biggest group of people buying that type of stock were Indian-born people. The second were, you know, your regular Australian-born. But yeah, they were the major demographic, and it's once the borders open, it's already the way things are, but it's only gonna speed up. So you're right. Exactly. See the opportunities within it. Cool. So in terms of, you know, other people who may be sitting on the fence, you know, thinking about doing something with us, any other advice or tips you'd give them?
Look, if you've got the cash flow that allows you to do this, you know, Digital Pipeline are certainly producing the results. In fact, they're exceeding their promises. As I say, the integrity is there because when there was a bit of a glitch, they put me on my billing period on pause for that duration of that time. And so if you've got the income to support it, it's certainly a very strong lead generation opportunity. So take it. Yeah.
Thank you. And just for you, you know, now you've started to see the results, you can see the potential. Has your vision for your business in, say, 12 months changed? And if so, you know, you happy to share that, or is it?
We believe that we're going to be even more successful than we thought we were going to be. Particularly when you start paying me that couple grand a month, wasn't it, for this interview?
Yeah, right.
No, we're very happy with where we're going, and as I say, we believe that we're going to be exceeding our goals. So we're thrilled.
That makes us really excited. Lovely, Wes. Well, we love working with you, and we can't wait to see what's around the corner. So yeah, thank you again, and we'll chat later.
Good times, happy days. Cheers, mate.